everyone, Allison here. Welcome and thank you guys for joining me today. So today we are going to be making some steak lettuce wraps. These are going to be super easy and they are very simple. It won't take very long at all to make. Alright, so if you don't have lemons, you can use white vinegar instead, but I've got lemons, so we're going to use a couple lemons. Now this is going to be a big batch. You can definitely scale it down. If you scale it down for, just a couple of people or even for one person, well, I'll kind of go through it, so like if you're doing it for one or two people, I would only do maybe one lemon and 1 can of these. Only 1 bushel of, so like I'll go through all that. Alright, so you're gonna need some diced green chilies. Now I use mild, up to you. You can use hot or medium, whatever you choose. Gonna need some green onions. Gonna need some romaine hearts. And then also you're going to need, these out of the way, some steaks, or you can get the pre-sliced stew meat, the stew meat that you can get already pre-chopped or whatever. You can do that too, but honestly it's cheaper to buy it this way. We got top sirloin, but get whatever meat y'all want. And then you're going to need some soy sauce, okay, and water. That is it. That's simple. Okay, so let me get a bowl so I can put my onions in it. Actually, that kind of comes later, so let's get the meat going. And I'll show you what I do with the meat, and then I'll turn it off so that this isn't a forever long video. Because once you see how it's done, I'm sure y'all don't need to sit and watch the whole thing. So, I'm gonna take this. Oops. I am so sorry. I keep bumping y'all. Gosh. I need to get it something so my camera isn't, my phone isn't like directly on me, or in front of me, excuse me. So I'm just gonna cut the fat because I don't want that. And then we're going to thinly slice them. And if they get too long, you can cut them in half. But just slice them about 1/4 of an inch or less. You don't want it really big. In fact, I might even cut these in half because I don't like the great big chunks. So about like that, so about 1 inch big, but up to you. If you want the strips longer, make them longer. Alright, so like that. Now if you want the fat, go ahead and keep the fat. I try to cut most of it off, but it's up to you. Do you want the meat thicker? Go ahead and make it thicker. That's what's great about this, is you can kind of make it your own, as far as, your style on how you want your meat, if that makes any sense. Alright, and I'm just gonna continue to cut the rest of my meat up just like this, and then when I get to the part that we start cooking it, then I will be back for that, because you don't really need to sit here and watch me keep cutting this meat up. Alright, so I will see you here in just a moment. Okay, so I've got the steak all diced up, fat, most if, of the fat completely cut off. I've got the pan hot, no oil, okay, because there's still fat in here. We're going to just put it in. Now, it doesn't matter if you steam it. Now, if you don't want it steamed, you want some crunchiness to it, then by all means, don't do it this way. Do it in batches, okay? But the way I'm cooking it, don't need it all crunchy or what do you call it? All browned. I mean, we want it browned. It just doesn't need that. Like when you're frying it, doesn't need that texture. Alright? So, I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Now, oops, sorry about that. We're going to cook this until all of it is nice and brown, or like this. So it doesn't have to be, in fact, we don't even want it to be 100% all the way through, because we will be cooking it in the soy sauce for a little bit, alright? And that's going to help it get tender along with the lemon juice and that. Oh, another option, and this is totally up to you, is garlic. I'm going to put garlic in mine, but that's really more of an option. Again, if you don't like garlic, use garlic powder instead. Okay, if you don't like onions, use onion powder. Alright, so I'm going to let this get browned up, and then when it's time to add the water and the chilies and all of that, then we'll be right back. Okay, so this is about how you want it. Now it's time to drain it. Otherwise you're going to have all this yucky fat and stuff, okay? So I'm going to strain it, and then we'll come back and add everything else. Okay, so we're going to add 3 cans of those green chilies. Juice and all. Like I said, if you want it hotter, spicier, just get the ones that are like medium or hot, okay? But I don't like them that spicy, so I tell my husband and my daughter, if you want it hotter, then add Tabasco. Now, like I said, I am making almost a triple batch. I'm making about a 2.5 batch because my husband's taking some of this to work and giving some to his brother. So I'm going to stir this in. Look how good that looks. Oh, yum yum. Telling you. Okay. Now we're going to add, I don't have very much, so I'm just going to add what's left in here, because there's just not a lot left. Probably don't even have, but maybe, I don't know, maybe a garlic, maybe 2 cloves of garlic. Come on. Well, I gotta be adding water to this anyhow, so I'll just use that to get that out. Alright, now I've got some of the green onions. I'm not gonna put all of it in here. Now this is 2 bunches. Actually, I'm gonna put all of it because the third bunch I'm gonna save for the very end. Because I like that fresh, what do you call it? Kind of that fresh bite of the onion. Alright, stir all of this in. Okay. Now it's time to add, I'm going to say probably 2 to 3 cups of water. We'll see. Or in this case, you know, it's going to be jars, so let me get that once up. Okay, so we're going to add the water. How much is this? This is 32 ounces, so whatever. About that much. Alright, then, one sec. Oops, bump. Sorry about that, I keep bumping y'all. Alright. Using the low sodium, but you can use whatever soy sauce you want. I can get this open. Kind of just jumping up on everything. Alright, so we want about 2 parts water to 1 part soy-ish, because you want the soy flavor. And we're going to cook this on, well, you want it to come to a boil, and then you'll turn it down a little bit. Here's where you'll taste it. If it's got enough soy, then go ahead and leave it as is. If it doesn't, then go ahead and add a little bit more. But let's add our lemons first. So what I like to do is zest my lemon. And I will do that to both of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut them and we'll put it in here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze in the lemons. Now, like I said, if you don't have lemons, you can use white vinegar. Totally up to you. Okay, one more. Now, if you don't like it citrusy, you know, you can, instead of using this many lemons, like if you're just doing a really small batch, use maybe only a half a lemon. You know, really it's up to you. Alright, there we go. Okay, now I tested it. And it's got the perfect soy sauce in there. Now we're gonna just let it come to a boil. My rice. My daughter's got the rice cooking. She made that tonight. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna get the romaine lettuce washed and ready, and then I'll show you how we put it all together. So we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Okay, here it is. Just that simple. Alright. Normally we just put this over the rice, but just showing you can do it this way too. I like the smaller lettuces, but I'm going to show you with a big one. Alright. So you're going to take and you're going to put some rice inside your lettuce wrap. Just like that. And then you're going to take the meat, and you want some of that sauce too. Okay. And then you're just going to wrap it like this, kind of like a burrito in a way. And eat. Oh my gosh. So good. You guys have got to try this. It is super fast, easy, simple. I mean, excuse me. You got your protein, your veggies, your starch. Oh my gosh. Too big of a bite. So you kind of got it all right there in just one simple dish. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And as always, I love you all. And smile. Bye-bye.